and welcome back to my channel. So my wrap-up, well, I should say my wrap-ups from here on out are going to be a little bit different. And I say that because I got this idea from Pages and Pens. I will link her channel down below, but basically what I'm going to be doing now for wrap-ups is to keep them more concise and more beneficial for you guys and for me, because my memory, you know, I'm very scatterbrained at times. To make my wrap-ups better, I'm going to be filming literally I shouldn't say right after I finish a book, but within at least a day of finishing a book, I'm going to summarize it. So my wrap-ups are going to be more like vlog type, I guess. So you see everything that I'm reading within the month. That way, when I finish a book, I can talk about it right away on camera. So you get my raw emotion right after finishing the book, than say filming, you know, all my thoughts in one take at the end of the month and forgetting pivotal things that I read in the first book that I read in the month. Does that make sense? So I will be, you know, so every take is going to be me in a different outfit, because it's going to be me at a different day, you know, because of when I finish the books. I don't know, it'll all make sense when you see the video. With that being said, the first book that I finished in the month of February was Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I gave this 3 stars. I read it on audiobook, and I'm really glad that I decided to read this on audiobook, because there are a lot of characters, and this audiobook was a full character of cast members for the different character voices. So I'm really glad that I read the audiobook, because if I wouldn't have read the audiobook, I think I would have gotten confused as to who was who. Basically, this book is set up, the premise is there's this river, and there's been a bunch of murders in this specific river over the years, and a new girl shows up dead. And then all the police and detectives are trying to figure out if all these murders that have happened in this river are all correlated with each other, and who done it, basically. I really liked the premise of this book. I love Paula Hawkins' writing. She's very descriptive, but there were times where I felt that the book was a little bit too long, and that things were drawn out, and there were a bunch of characters that didn't necessarily need to be in the book or have their thoughts presented in a chapter. That's just my thoughts. But yeah, so that's the first book that I read in the month of February. So I did a thing, and I cut off most of my hair today, which is pretty nice. I needed a change, and my hair was dead, and I had so many dead ends, and cut it off, got some highlights done, my roots, and yeah, it's feeling super soft and a lot better, and I think it's really cute, and I'm liking it. With that being said, though, I finished a book last night. I finished We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and oh my God, is all I have to say. I have not gotten this emotional over a book in years. This is one of my new favorite books by far. This ending came out of nowhere. I mean, you can tell with my reaction, I was blown away. I loved everything about this book. I read it in 2 sittings because I could not put it down. I was up till like 4 a.m. last night reading the end of this because I couldn't stop. I was addicted, and just everything about this book is so beautiful, and if you haven't read it, just read it. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about because it would spoil it, and I went into this book knowing nothing about it, and that was the best way to go into it. So I'm not even going to explain what it's about because it was that amazing and had so many twists, and I loved the characters, and I related so much to the main character of suppressing memories and PTSD. There are trigger warnings in here, but my heart is still like aching from reading this book last night. I want to read it again. I want more. Every single part of this book was so freaking good. So with that being said, I gave We Were Liars 5 stars. So as I'm sitting here being super lazy, trying to finish editing my February wrap up because I've been so behind on uploading my videos, I've just really been struggling and in a slump. And I totally forgot to talk about Girl in Pieces. So the last book that I read in the month of February was Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow, however you pronounce her name. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it right now, just because I did do a live show that is on my page in a playlist, and also on my blog. If you haven't already, go check out my new blog. I just started posting my reviews there and some of my videos and whatnot. But anyways, huge trigger warnings for Girl in Pieces. The girl struggles with self-harm. She's in a psychiatric ward. She's around a bunch of addicts. It's just basically her story and her account of her struggles with self-harm, and it was a really hard book for me to read, so I kept juggling between a 3.5 and a 4 stars. The only reason why I ended up giving it a 4 stars on Goodreads is because after reading the author's note at the end of the book and learning that she had struggles with self-harm herself, and this is why she was writing the book, it touched me more. So it's definitely not a 4 stars that I will ever read again, just because I don't think I can mentally handle reading such a hard topic again. But with that being said, it was worth reading and was very thought-provoking and touched my heart. So that's why I gave it a high rating. So another update that I haven't talked to you guys about in a while, I'm so sorry that I'm just sucky at updating and filming lately, is that I tried participating in a readathon. I tried participating in Read-O-Rama, and basically I read nothing that was on my TBR. I only read 1 book during the readathon, and I was just super busy that week, and I was hanging out with friends and being more social, so I didn't really read, and I didn't read anything that I was planning on reading. But oh well, at least I read something, and I'm trying to get out of a reading slump. So thanks for watching, and hope you like this new version of my wrap-ups, of more of vlog style wrap-ups and my raw reactions right after I read the book versus trying to film everything at the end of the month. Yeah, if you like this video, hit subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you later. Bye. With a broken